Hi everybody, happy Friday. I hope you all had a great week and are getting ready for a music-filled weekend. I spent all day with Craig at the Record King, and we did lots of work today, and he gave me some really fun things today. I can't wait to show you. Um, I wanted to talk about this incident that I had with eBay and a particular seller. You know, we talk about this a lot, and good experiences, bad experiences, you know, things like that. But this seller, he had a Wicked LP rack. It was a pretty big thing, you know, 3 levels, LP rack, and I really wanted the thing. His description said that he used Greyhound Package Express. Now, I never heard of Greyhound Package Express, and I figured, well, you know, who cares what method they use as long as I get it, right? So, now I bought this thing February 2nd, well over a month ago already now. Well, a month ago. And I get an email about a week ago to give him my phone number so that he can let me know when it's at the station. And I'm like, at the station? I was like, wait, you mean to tell me this isn't coming to my house? I mean, I've never had any experience with Greyhound Package Express before, you know. So I had no idea that it didn't ship to your door. Now, I have to go to Newark to pick this thing up. Now, if I knew I would have to do that, I would never have bid, of course. But I opened like a case with eBay and everything and said that, you know, it was, you know, wrong. It was like misrepresented because he never told me I would have to pick it up somewhere. Much less Newark, which is an inner city, which is a horrible place. I would never be able to go there. I mean, you know, you don't just go there. It's not a place you go unless you have to go to the airport to go, you know, somewhere. Otherwise, it's like horrible inner city, really bad. And they sided with the seller, of course, because he sent it and he said it was being shipped by that method. And I said, you know, but my argument was, well, I should have been told that I had to pick the thing up, you know? So now I have to have somebody take me there, you know, because there's no way I can go by myself down there. No way. I wouldn't. I can't. I don't even like to drive on the turnpike. Forget it. But thankfully, they open at 7 a.m. and they are open on Sundays. So that means like 7 a.m. Sundays should be very few people on the road and very few people in the terminal and whatever. I'll let you know how I make it out because you know, I don't, until I have it in my hands, I won't leave any feedback, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not leaving good feedback. I want to show you what I got. I got some really bizarre things today, and that's these are my favorite kind of thing to find, like the crazy things, the things especially things I've been looking for, like Mrs. Miller. So I got this Mrs. Miller's Greatest Hits LP, and it's still in shrink and in plastic, and someone had put old newspaper articles about Mrs. Miller in the sleeve. I put them inside the record, but this, if you have not heard Mrs. Miller, this is one of the most bizarre things ever, and I just love it. I just look at her. She's just great. I love this. Now, when I picked that up, Craig said, well, if you like Mrs. Miller, you have to check this out. And he showed me Gertie, 45, picture sleeve. Gertie is an old German lady, you know, similar to Mrs. Miller, but Gertie does Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed. And it is, oh, hands down, one of the most insane songs insane versions of the song I've ever heard. It is so funny. Got a super thick German accent. It's just a riot. I am thrilled with this. I emailed them already and said, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for that one. I found a Mrs. Miller 45 on Capitol, Downtown, and a Lover's Concerto. So, I actually found a couple of Mrs. Miller things today. Yay. I couldn't believe it. I got some great picture sleeves today, too. I got this one, The Test of Love and Sex, Fun with Animals. Great, great sleeve. Very cool. Now these two Craig had put aside for me thinking I would like them. Decca, The Adventures of the Lone Ranger. He said this record actually tells the story of how the Lone Ranger came to be the Lone Ranger. So that's kind of fun. And the other one is on Reverb Records, Truckin' Man, Big Bill Smith. Fun. I got this great Boomtown Rats record on Mulligan label, made in Ireland. Beautiful label with a little leprechaun guy. Awesome. I got a picture sleeve, theme from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I got this fabulous theme music from The Big Show, Michael Todd's Around the World in 80 Days, backed with Ho-Hoing the Ho-Ho Rock and Roll. Whatever. But I love the sleeve. Low budget, cool. And I got Moonflight by Vic Venus on Buddha with boot sleeve. Very, very fun. And then Craig had put this aside for me because he knew I would love this. It's the Color Collector's Guide to movie posters and lobby cards of horror movies. Awesome. All color pictures of the different lobby cards for different films, from Todd Browning's Freaks to Attack of the 50-Foot Woman to Bride of Frankenstein, Robot Monster, everything. It's just awesome. Really, really, really cool. So that was that. And Dewey had made a comment on one of my videos about crate digging and how much fun it is and everything, but that you have to watch the brown recluse spiders. Well, that's a story. I actually got bit by a little brown spider one day and wound up in the hospital. Now, all I said was, oh, I just got bit by a spider and it really hurts. And somebody said, well, is it brown? I said, well, it was brown, yeah. And they said, oh my God, that was probably a brown recluse. And they told me, you know, you could start like, your leg could start rotting. You know, you could start getting like necropsy, whatever they call it. And they scared me so bad that my blood pressure went sky high. And I thought I was having a reaction to the spider bite. They took me to the hospital. And actually, it was my stress level went up. It had nothing to do with the spider bite. So, whenever I think of brown recluse or hear about brown recluse, that's what I think of. That actually happened at work in the office, and everybody started just making it so bad. Somebody told me, oh, you know, my aunt was bit by a spider and she died. You know, like stuff like this. Nothing like, don't worry about it, Tink, you know, it'll be fine. It was more like, oh, you could lose your leg, you could... It was horrendous. Oh, man. The only thing I ever encountered while crate digging was in a thrift store. I was digging through some old records and a roach crawled out. And I was just, I was itchy all day. I was opening the jackets and making sure nothing fell out. And, oh, man. Yeah, you know, it's the price we pay, I guess, for being crate diggers. I